Alrighty. Now that I am caught up with all the sessions on the YouTube, let's say hello to the people on the YouTube. VODs, hi.
Hello,
VOD
VOD
chat.
Squad.
Yes,
Hello,
sir. Yes,
hello.
sir. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Greenie, would
Sorry,
you
my
mind?
roommate just came in with the biggest plant.
Oh, what kind of
I'm
plant?
sorry, you can continue. It's like a gigantic air plant. I did not know they came in that size. Can I hold?
That is funny.
I heard there was something going on.
Oh,
You may continue.
that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Alrighty. Let's see. Greenie, do you mind playing that funky music and somebody rolling a d4 to see what the hell?
And then I can show you real quick. Awesome.
Alright, who's running? Who's rolling? If nobody's rolling, I will be rolling. Oh, okay.
There we go. My new obsession.
Well, it is Beep.
He did do it last time, though.
But he did do it last time, so we will take the 4 that Greenie rolled after.
And the time before that, too, actually.
Oh, that's funny. Alright, so we will take the 4 and we'll go to you. Ambrose, can you tell everybody what happened last session?
I'm gonna take something up.
So, last session, we found ourselves in the morgue of Portstrail in the main district. And when we had actually entered in, we realized that, 1, it wasn't locked. 2, it was strangely silent for not being locked. And when we entered in properly, we found that we were face to face with the Counselor of the Saints, a sleek designed construct that works directly under the Saints and helps to my understanding, maintain the justice around Portstrail. Kind of giving commands to guards and such. The previous time we had seen him in the quarantine district in the middle of the night, telling some shadow druids to cover up the evidence and grabbing some samples from some of the blood of the infected individual that we were chasing that night. But last time, as we were speaking to him about kind of trying to find out why he was here while he was doing the same thing, kind of grilling each other, we ended up revealing a little bit about why were we here and the fact that we knew about the hags. Whether or not that was a good or bad thing, well, we'll find out, I suppose, as we weren't really able to have immediate action with the counselor, as soon enough the guards that were attempting to break into the door that Rexmoa and Ambrose tried to keep shut suddenly started screaming and were murdered by something. And after a bit of time of figuring out what to do next, we opened the door to find that the 2 guards outside, one of them was already dead, the other one was barely alive, choking on his blood, that was saved by Kipper. And said guard immediately ran to the counselor saying that they were being hunted. Given rather little time, the counselor realized that, oh yes, we are in fact surrounded already. And we decided to have at least temporary truce regarding whatever is going to happen next, to try and not die. And this would be a little easier said than done, as Ambrose and Rexmoa saw from the other side of the door in this room to the west. Out came a woman carrying an amulet or pendant that bared a striking resemblance to May, the lover of Zalja. However, something about it was definitely a bit off, especially with the fact that we knew she was already dead. She was obviously infected, though something about the infection was definitely different. She was much more human, though she was showing obvious signs. And before long, she tried to get into the room that we were in and tried to attack us, though her infection left her with more power than the other ones, the other infected we've dealt with have. And she also seemed to have some sort of sentience, being capable of speaking to us. Though she definitely still seemed very, not sane, to say the least. And once the encounter had properly started, we managed to fend off against her, and she fled while we dealt with one of our minions. And in the meantime, the counselor and his guard very quickly got overran, and the party decided, no, the counselor kind of already threatened us. We probably don't need him, so we decided let's just get out of here and let him just suffer to his own plight. And on the way out, however, for Ambrose, a strange sensation was felt through him. A feeling of weakness, a feeling of loneliness, as he felt the power that was given to him by his oath to Vithius start to recede slightly. His oath was losing strength for some reason. By possibly abandoning the counselor and the guard to their fate, like as not, that would come with consequence. Not just their lives, but also Ambrose's oath. And with that, that is where we left off.
That is correct. We are technically still in combat, as there are still quite a few infected individuals still attacking the party. Even though Ambrose grabbed Kipper and tried to leave, something stopped him. And Rexmoa is obviously just watching the happenings as Ambrose runs away.
Yeah, and Taurin's already gone.
Yes, Taurin
already
is,
escaped.
in fact, Taurin, you decided to run away first, because obviously you were getting overrun, but decided to, check outside. Taurin, before we continue with the combat, what do you do after you exit the place? You run off from this morgue, and you're still a bear. What do you do after you exit this place?
Well, as a bear, she'll just kind of look around, trying to maybe see any strange shapes, any more creatures coming around or maybe coming up to the morgue. And maybe they're in the shadows or something. So self-awareness.
Well, as you exit and you kind of scan around, you can see that there are no creatures coming in from the outside. Whatever is happening is from the inside, and the only creatures that broke through were those infected dogs, and obviously the big infected one that fought you for a brief moment. Yeah, so you feel like the area is clear. And as you kind of relax, take a breath, you're waiting for everybody else. You're hearing the combat is starting to die down on the inside a little bit, You feel something in your ear. There is a magical sensation that you, like I said, there is something that is calling you. And you recall real quick that you are in fact wearing one of the earrings of communication that Borealis gave you.
Cool. All right. Well, then, in that case, I will revert back to normal Taurin, and I will answer the phone call.
Pretty much. That is pretty much a phone call. Yeah, so as you touch the ring, obviously it gives a brief light as the runes on this magical artifact illuminate, and suddenly you hear in your mind, hi, I know this might not be a good time, it's a little bit late and all, but, I have a question. What are you guys doing? Are you okay?
We're kind of in a pickle at the moment. We just got swarmed at the morgue by, I guess, infected things. I have no idea what they are, to be honest.
Oh my. Yeah, I figured that would be the case. You see, we were working on, doing some tests, and getting some results, and your blood started acting weird, behaving like a creature of its own. And well, it gave us quite a scare, but luckily we were able to, contain it. You didn't happen to like get bit again, did you? Or like, was it a very dangerous situation, perhaps? Are you doing
Well,
okay?
I'm safe. I'm fine. I used a door to keep my distance from the monster that we saw, which was a thing from a nightmare. I can't even explain what it would even look like, to be honest.
Wait, another monster? So not one of the normal infected?
No, it's something different. It like had no form. Well, it had a form, but then unformed. It was a sight to behold, that's for sure.
So, do you think, and this might be, me throwing theories around, but, does this monster seem like, it could control others?
To me, it seemed very aware. It could talk, for sure. If it was
Alright.
calling to the others, I have no idea how it was doing it, but we did have more happen. Like I remember the dead ones where they were resting, all of a sudden their like cabinets, they started rattling and shaking, and these strange forms started coming in from outside, and they looked like dogs. And the woman, she was a woman once, and then a blob with eyeballs all over the place. It was strange. That's all I can say.
Interesting. And she is gone right now? Am I not interrupting? Sorry if I am.
I mean, I just got out of there, but I think it ran away. I might have went to the sewers. I don't see anything outside the morgue so far.
Well, that explains something interesting. Well, you see, your blood was, acting very erratic. I'm assuming when you were fighting her. But now it seems to have calmed down. So, I think we may have a theory as to how these things work. And, interestingly enough, we have been developing something that may be able to, well, either slow down the infection or cure it entirely. I'm not 100% sure yet. We're still doing some testing. And
That's
I
good
cannot
news.
really test with somebody yet. I don't want to, cause side effects. But I'm sorry, I'm rambling too much. Yeah, so there is a possibility that whatever woman, creature, eyeball thing you saw is probably a big part of this, we'll call it, ecosystem of infected.
Ecosystem?
I still have to run some more analysis and probably try some other things, but I can tell you to be careful against her. If she ran away, it's probably for a good reason.
Well, maybe next time we'll try and grab a sample.
That could be useful, but until then, remember, she seems to be making these things very violent and erratic. So proceed with caution.
True. Will do. I'll let the others know.
All right. Well, you have a good night, and I hope you didn't get hurt, or anybody in your party did. I will be making extra doses if, in case, Somebody in the party got bit and everything because, well, we cannot just make a single dose. But all right, yes, I would leave you be. Goodbye. And
Okay,
you see
bye.
like the magical connection just kind of immediately like severs, and the
I
ring
love how
comes
awkward
back.
she is. She's just like, okay, bye.
And the ring stops like glowing with magic, and you feel like the magic of the ring is gone for now.
Okay. Well. And then Taurin will go back to the door. And, obviously she'll kind of keep it ajar to keep it open for the others to run out. So she kind of will peek back in to make sure the others are coming for sure.
As you look inside, you would be able to see how Ambrose starts walking away carrying Kipper on his shoulder, but then he stops. And then he just kind of looks a little off as
Also,
he stops.
Either talking to Kipper or myself, one of the two.
Yeah, exactly. Which we will bring us to the initiative order again. Ambrose, you just use your movement and technically your action. I don't know if you have any more movement or anything like that.
I had to force.
Right, so you
Kipper
would
to
have
move, that
used
took-
right, so
yeah.
you would have used all your movement trying to move Kipper with you because Kipper was not willing at the time. Got it. So that's fine. Then we'll say that after you felt the connection between you and Vithia sever, your turn will end for now. Because you pretty much exhausted all of the things that you can do. And we're going to continue with the turn of this lady that it is currently dodging the attacks of the dog in front of her. She is going to, well, she has one more freaking cast, so might as well freaking use it. She is going to use, freaking the fire. Let's go. 3 attacks. First one does hit. Second one does also hit. Third one misses, but that is fine. She did hit with the freaking rays of fire. And she is going to hit one on the dog, one on the guy next to Jay. And well, the third one just straight up misses, so she's gonna... Alright, the dog will take quite a bit of damage. That's pretty good. And the guy will take also a bit of damage. And that is fine. That is what she will do. And Rexmoa, it is your turn. You saw your friends running away from danger. You see this lady still fighting as things are happening. What are you doing?
So what kind of, if I want to do talking as like my bonus action, what kind of exchange could I have with this lady over here? With this goon over here?
I would allow you to talk to her, but she would reply on her turn.
Okay. Oh man, and her turn just freaking happened. Oh my god. And we got a whole slew of monsters. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll ask her. Sorry, I'm trying to think of. I want to communicate everything I want to in one sentence. I'll just say that thing over there isn't worth dying for, and then I'll gesture towards J4.
Okay.
We should get out of here, and I will spend my turn. I'll move down here, and I will attack this dog.
All right. Awesome. Go ahead and roll for your attack.
All right, rolling.
That does hit the dog.
Oh, thank goodness. All right.
Okay.
Deal damage. And
Boom.
I'm actually gonna burn a key, and I'm gonna try to stun it. So it has
All
to
right.
do the DC 13.
DC 13 wisdom, correct?
Yes.
They are
that's
not
correct.
that great at wisdom, so we'll see. That is a 13. Meets it, beats it, unfortunately.
Fuck.
He has negative wisdom, but he got a
Are you
fairly.
kidding me?
He's
I
got
can't
a
outsmart
fairly
the dog.
high. He's got a fairly high
Oh
roll.
my gosh. All right, I'm gonna do my Can I still punch?
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause-
you have
okay.
two attacks and one extra martial
Okay,
arts.
I'll do my extra unarmed strike.
Okay. That definitely hits.
Oh
Bam. Oh, you can see that. You can see that, like, the dog is taking the hits, and once you hit it, it's not like a normal, like, you know, if you would hit a person, you would see, like, the hit would land, and the skin and bones would, like, take all the impact. You see that this one, once you hit it, it kind of wobbles.
But it's still, like, standing, right?
It does. Well, as I said, these creatures are
Oh yeah.
messes, so you would not be able to
It's hard to
discern
tell.
if
It's hard
they're
to tell.
good
All
or
right,
not.
I'll do my second attack before I try to stun it again,
Yeah. Okay.
and hopefully it'll, hopefully I'll just hit it. Hopefully
Okay.
nothing ever goes wrong. Okay, there we go. No problem.
That definitely does hit. Yep. Okay.
And then I'll burn one more key, and I'll try to stun this thing.
Right. DC 13.
Granted that it's not dead.
That definitely succeeds. So you stun it.
Yes.
Alrighty.
So, and I
I'll put a
believe
little-
my little
little
air
thing.
column would move down.
Oh
to
yeah,
match
it would
my
move over
position.
here with you. Right.
Yes.
It
yeah.
would move over here with you. All right. Awesome. It is. Can you link the air thing again? Is it when it starts or when they end a turn there? I don't remember.
I think it says at the start of their turn. I'll link it again.
Thank you.
Each creature at the start of
starts
its
a turn.
turn.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, it is the turn. Sorry. Is that it for your turn?
Yes, that is it for my turn.
All right. So
Hopefully the
it is the
stunned
turn.
dog won't try to kill me.
It is the turn of this guy over here, and he's just gonna run at Jay and attack him. Should give him a couple of swings. One attack that does hit. Second attack does not hit. First one deals. Okay, decent amount of damage. You can see that after the pile that was attacking Jay and you saved him, his joints are moving a little bit less smoothly, and some parts of him are starting to spark slightly. Just slightly.
He's kind of tanking this, though.
I mean, it's a very fun character that I've made. And yeah, that's it for this guy. Now, this guy over here is going to... Let me roll a d4, see what he's going to do. Oh boy.
They're gonna have.
All
They're
right.
gonna have a heart arrhythmia and
And
consult
just
their doctor
die.
and leave.
Just die immediately. Well, he can reach, so he is going to move right here. And let's see, call it high or low. Rexmoa, you're next to him. I'm gonna flip a coin.
I will call low.
Okay. So, okay, that is unfortunately high.
But
This guy is gonna turn and start attacking the lady. Okay, dude. First attack misses. Second attack also misses. You guys are lucky.
Oh, hey.
hey, we're not
Goodness.
lucky.
He is rolling
The
very
universe
poorly.
just
Is
wants to
lucky.
save this lady.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I think if she was supposed to die, then Crenia would let this happen. So
That is true. That is true. That is
Oh
true.
goodness.
So the dog is stunned, so he's just gonna pass his turn. Unfortunately, he can do nothing. And Kipper,
Okay.
you.
Wait.
wait,
I will
okay.
debate that
Okay.
since the dog is stunned and in my wind cone, they will be pushed back.
Oh, that is true. And since they are stunned, they cannot take any. They cannot do any checks. Oh, they will do it at this event. No, they cannot, right? Because they're stunned. So they would just woo over there.
Yeah, they automatically failed.
They
strength
automatically
check.
fail. So there you go. They're over there. Awesome, awesome,
Specifically,
awesome.
what Sun does.
All right, Kipper, you were grabbed against your will by Ambrose that was dragging you outside of this morgue, and now suddenly he stops, and you can feel him tremble a little and start talking to himself.
My grip on Kipper, by the way, has like considerably weakened. If he would attempt to get out of my grasp, he could do it without any check.
There you go.
I
I'm
think
more
at
focused on
first
something else.
Kipper would look at just notice like the stopping and the weirdness from Ambrose and be like, okay, what's going on? And he would just be like, but you okay? I mean, other than the being chased by whatever those things are.
And are you taking any action or are you taking any movement? Because we're just going to continue with combat if you are not.
I am going to, but I just probably Kipper would realize that Ambrose isn't really saying anything, and then
Well,
is
he
just
can
gonna...
respond to you in his turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is like
Well, then.
while everything is happening, you know?
We can also pretend that nothing was said, and then Kipper just squiggles out and then goes to the doorway because Ambrose is kind of in
remember
throes
that turns are supposed to be like 6 seconds each. So this is all happening like super fast. So while you're talking, maybe the others are attacking and stuff like that, and Ambrose is going to reply to you, and everything is happening. That's the whole point. Like everything is happening simultaneously. That's why in normal D&D, like speaking is not a thing between turns. Because they're supposed to be like this fast.
Understood.
But I
Literally everything that just happened all at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Everything
Yeah.
is happening within the same time window. So like if you're talking to Ambrose, you know, as I said, he will be able to reply to you in his turn, but you will be able to do your thing as well.
Okay. Kipper squiggles out, gets to the. Did I have to? Okay, I didn't have to roll anything.
No, because Ambrose is.
Ambrose, you mentioned
exactly.
you were weakening your.
He is choosing to fail the contested check.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like literally letting go of you, but like my grip on you is weakened so much because of what I was saying to myself that I just don't even really pay attention enough to actually hold you still.
Yeah. So Kipper wiggles on out and then runs over to the doorway and just positions himself at the doorway. And he's gonna make a final plea. Last call for, if you want to make it out alive, I think now's the time.
You see, like, as
Jay,
you arrive
I hope
at the doorway...
you're... Oh, sorry. Jay, I hope you're unencumbered at the moment.
You see, like, Jay is being like attacked by two of these infected. The lady is just like, again, she's dodging left and right. The swipes of another one. Rexmoa just moves, hits the dog, and just pushes it away with this wind. Like, this is all happening, as I said, simultaneously, as you arrive at this moment.
Can I use Guiding Bolt?
Yes, on who?
Let's see.
The counselor.
No.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Oh,
He
okay.
died.
Let's see. I'm thinking the one that's attacking the counselor. I can just ping
Yeah, you can just ping it. Yeah, please. All right.
that one.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Yep, sure. Go ahead. Roll me your
Okay.
attack. That
Oh.
with your modifiers unfortunately misses. You can roll again though.
Oh yeah.
That also misses, unfortunately. Even with your
well,
modifiers.
I did put my piece. I did my piece. I
Yeah,
said
that
the
is
things.
true. You see, like, as you charge up the guiding ball, the two spheres of light that shoot off from your palm, this infected that was fighting the lady turns its head to see the like beam of light going at him and just like contorts to one side and then to the other as both of them just miss it immediately.
I have a bonus action, don't I?
Correct, you do.
Okay. I'm gonna. Actually, let me double check my mana first. Okay, I still have 4, but we don't know what's gonna happen after this, so I'm gonna do Healing Word level 1 on McLady.
Okay. All right, 9 points of healing. She is revitalized.
Perfect.
All right, she gets 9 points of health back. Got it. Understood. Anything else from your turn, my friend?
But that'll be it.
Alrighty, and it is the turn of this guy over here. This guy's just gonna run in between you, Rexmoa, and the lady. And, fuck it, we're gonna make them hit one each. Rexmoa does that is a 17 to hit.
It does not.
It does not hit, okay. And for the lady, that is a nat 20 on the lady. Oh my
She was meant
goodness.
to make it out of here.
Dude, oh my
Crenia said
lord.
no.
I am not trying to kill this NPC, guys. I
you
am
sure?
actually trying to
I'm
give
so
them a
happy
fair
I just
fight.
gave her 9 healing.
You
because-
did.
I don't know. Whenever you make him do the pull out the dagger and try stabbing something, I'm like, he's trying to get this person.
Hey,
killed.
look, I am rolling for what the person would do. The dice are deciding my choices right now. Okay, so that would be this damage plus full damage because that's our crit rolls. Yikes, that's a lot of damage. But you're glad that Kipper healed her because she is looking kind of rough already.
This is the second time that lady would have died if Kipper didn't heal her.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. They would be very bad for her if she wouldn't have gotten healed. All right, so it is it finishes his turn, right? Or starts his turn. It starts his turn. Okay, so that's fine. The turn of Jay, he is going to swing his halberd twice, one at each of these infected. First one does hit. Second one also hits. Ooh, that's big boy damage. Okay. I see you, Jay. I see you, Jay. I'm designing a little bit of a monster here. Okay, first one will take that amount of damage. You can see him like swing the halberd. The thing is so like, you can see the thing is so sharp that the air whooshes when it passes. Like it almost cuts the air, making a sound. And it does like a sideways swing, and you see like it almost cuts the infected in half. Just barely, it did not. And the infected would kind of like the torso would fall back and it would start like stitching back together.
You.
And the other one takes, oh, that's a lot more damage. Boom. Same deal with the other one. The other one again. This one is like from the elbow to the like hip. It's like a cross slash. Same deal. Like it's just they're taking a lot. And let's see, what can I do? No, I don't want to use that because that would be very bad for all of us. So I'm gonna have him there, honestly.
Do it.
Okay, and it is the turn of this guy that almost got shot by Kipper. Let's see, let me roll for something. No, actually, no, he's gonna fucking hit Jay. He's too busy. He's too busy. First attack misses. Second attack also misses. God damn, they're rolling pretty bad.
I mean, they are zombos.
To be fair, yes, they are kind of zombies. So there you go. Ambrose, you heard Kipper ask what you were doing and immediately wiggle himself out of your grasp and then run back inside. You hear him speak as you hear like magic going off. You hear the swooshing of the blades and like the growling and everything else.
I kind of like half turn to see Kipper kind of run back, and I can still see him from here, like barely, and I can see him like incanting spells and such.
Right.
And I'll kind of briefly look over my shoulder, kind of like looking down the hall before I say to myself, if tomorrow my friends are in danger because of this, yes, you're right. I am here to help those who cannot help themselves. And I will completely turn around and I will move back in.
Okay.
This is my movement here. I am going to dash.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can see the...
No, I cannot see the
things.
I cannot.
Okay.
Oh, there you
That was
go.
the thing
Now
I
I
was
can.
doing, But anyway, I'm using my
Whoa.
action to dash.
Whoa, okay. All right.
And I am going to use bait and switch, assuming this lady is willing, and I'm going to attempt to pull her behind me and take her place in front of the infected individuals.
Hmm.
And
Well,
I'll
that's
go
it.
ahead and say, "Oi, get behind me if you want to live."
I would say at this point she's definitely willing, cause like I mean, not like she has any choice really. So
And
yeah.
I'm going to give myself the AC bonus.
Okay.
Because I think I'm gonna need it more than she does.
All right. Oh,
Oh
my
my
lord.
God.
Max
No,
AC.
the tank.
My
be tanking.
my AC is 25 right now,
Let's go. 25. Okay.
and I cannot do anything more.
That's fine. Hey,
'Cause
you.
I have
you...
I have my bonus action. That's it. But I'm gonna hope I don't get hit with a 25 AC.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know what's gonna happen. All right. So the lady over here is, kind of like surprised at everything that is happening. She just got absolutely pummeled, like scratched, bitten, and then you just grab her by like the back of her like robe and just pull her back to switch positions with her. She is like kind of stunned, and she will start to move back. Yeah, that's fine. We'll have her over there. She moves back, and she's gonna use flame bolt, creating a little flame bolt in her hand, and he's gonna shoot it. Shoot at the guy that nat 20'd her. That does hit, and the little guy will take. Oh, that's 2 of them because she is definitely higher level. Okay. You see her like charge up a little bolt of flame and shoot it at the guy next to you, Ambrose. The guy just bursts into flames. This guy right here is starting to look like he's not regenerating enough. And that is gonna be it for her turn. Rexmoa, you're up. You, by pure luck, you dodged the attack of one of these infected. What are you doing?
Did she
now?
reply to my question?
Oh shit, right, I forgot. My bad. And
It's all good. There's a lot going on.
yeah, there is a lot going on. Sorry. I have to like narrate everything. So, I will say that like she would not like reply with words. She just kind of nod at you after she's being like pushed back and just start running away.
Okay. Finish dog. All right, let's see what we're dealing with. So we got 5 targets. One of them stunned. We'll just do simpler. Simpler is best. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna hit the thing in front of me.
Right? Okay, go ahead.
What makes this? Why do they have a different portrait? Are they like distinct from?
I just wanted
variety.
to. I didn't
Visual
want to have
variety.
like the. Yeah,
Okay.
I just didn't want to have the same guy like 5 times.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. All right. Yeah. I'll hit him.
That definitely hits. Boom. Okay, you strike him with your staff. Yeah, it does hurt him.
And then this vengeance. I'll do a big old, the usual punch.
That does hit as well.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. Ooh. Okay. You're hurting him quite a
Cracking
bit.
of bones. Oh. I only have 1 key point left, and I don't want to. I would love to stun this person, but I'm scared, so I'm gonna save it for a rainy day.
Yes.
And then I'll use my second attack. And
Go
then I'll
ahead.
just- yeah.
Ooh, that
there
also
we go.
hits. Ooh, oh
Surely,
my
surely.
goodness, Jesus. Okay, that's a lot of damage. You can see that you like swing with your staff, flip around, give him a jab to the freaking jaw. The jaw like dislocates and almost falls off the guy, but it reattaches itself only to be like hit up on the other side of the jaw by your by your staff again. The jaw completely detaches of the guy, but he's still rolling.
That's my dad.
And I do not have a bonus action that I want to do, so I think that.
Well, you
will be
already
my
used
turn.
your unarmed strike, so yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. That counts as my bonus action.
Yes, sir.
That's right,
All
that's
right. So, Rexmoa, since your turn ends, the dog is no longer stunned. And
Still
let's
has
see
to
about
make a
these.
save and not get pushed though.
That is
Yeah,
true. He does
it was
have to save
poor
to not
doggy.
get pushed. All right. So this guy over here is obviously gonna attack Jay because he doesn't have any other targets at the moment. First attack. misses. Second attack. Also misses. Jesus Christ, you just barely missed. Damn, this guy is not having a fun time. Alright, and this guy in between all of you is going to, well, Ambrose, since you took away its spray, is going to try and hit you. That is a 10. That definitely does not hit. And that is a 12. Oh my lord, these guys are rolling so bad right now. So no matter, he would not have been able to hit you anyways.
Of course, the only person that gets hit is like the poor NPC, the poor weak defenseless NPC.
Dude, I swear I'm not making this up.
Isn't she a caster? Why is she always in the front lines?
Oh shit, wait.
Her wisdom's low.
Wait, actually, let me check. It is... Oh wait, so before that, well, even though you didn't get hit, I do have to roll for this guy to see if he doesn't get pushed back. DC 13 wisdom, he fails. And I mean, I would say that he gets pushed back with this guy. Boop. They both like, they just kind of like, bam, one against the other one. They both like roll back. All right, it is the turn of the dog since it started its turn there. Wisdom save. He fails and he goes, wee, further back.
We like this.
Dude, the gust of wind.
So, he's gonna have
gust
to...
of wind.
I mean, he can still reach you with his movement, Ambrose, so that's what he's gonna do. He's just barely enough movement, and Ambrose is gonna try and bite you. That is a 9. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
So he misses.
No, in
Kipper.
their defense, it is very hard to hit Ambrose right now.
Yeah, right now Ambrose is very hard to hit. Kipper, you see the lady starting to run towards you. She, however, looks in a very rough shape. You can see her arm has like the bites of the dog. There are claw marks everywhere, and obviously the past injuries that, well, you cured some of them are still there.
Yeah, so she's definitely like, Kipper's thinking about, okay, if this disease is spread through blood contact, she has basically all of the contact possible. So yeah, I'm gonna try and heal. Oh, can I hold on? Can I message you for a moment?
Yeah. Go ahead. You can DM me. It's all good.
Subterfuge.
The secret DMs.
You haven't been hit, right, Rexmoa?
No, I have not been hit
no.
this entire time.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
no.
our party has been devoid
Yeah,
of
we're
any
squeaky
friction.
clean. Not to jinx it, but
So far.
yeah.
I mean,
We'll
I'm
see,
probably
we'll see.
about to
I
take some
mean-
damage, honestly.
Do you know
That's
what I
fine.
roll for that?
Yes, Kipper. It's a 1d6, and let me send you something real quick.
He's rolling
Okay.
the mercy killer.
Hey,
My God.
maybe.
He's gonna stab her.
Let me do something real quick.
No.
All right,
Kipper's
it's
in his man who sold the world era.
it's 1d6 per each of those.
Yep.
All right, so you're just gonna use one.
Yeah.
All right. So, Kipper, you see that you focus your energy, and from your chest, this mote of light comes out. That, like, kind of like a little wisp of, like, bright yellow energy that slowly goes over to the lady and envelops her in this healing energy, and she will regain 6 points of HP. Again,
If I do a second, sorry.
No, go ahead.
If I do a second one, will it can I do a second one?
You
Or-
can do pretty sure you can do per turn. Okay, let me message this. Okay. Yeah, so that's why I ask if you're only gonna do one. Sorry,
Okay. So I
wrong,
can do
wrong symbol. Wrong symbol. Yes, there you go. Yeah, so you can do
I can do
3.
3.
Correct.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Then
Yeah, that's why I asked you
will-
if you wanted to do only
Bing
one.
bang.
All right.
Bing bang.
All right, so you see then another 2 motes of light go and surround her with this energy. The bleeding definitely help the bleeding. It
Yeah, she shouldn't be losing
yeah, she's
her
not
own blood
losing
when
a
the
lot
other
of blood.
stuff is potentially in there.
Exactly. She's not losing a lot of blood. You have returned her to a very almost healthy state. Of course, as healthy as a very infected person can be. So, is that it for your turn? That will be your action, if I am correct. Actually, no, I think it might be your bonus action. Let me check real quick. If it is your bonus action, it is a bonus action. It is a bonus action.
Oh, it was a bonus action.
So you still have your action.
I love killing.
Go ahead, do it.
Zappy zap, zappy zap, and then
First
let me see
one-
which.
First one barely hit. Well, who are you hitting first?
Dog.
All right, with both.
Well, I don't think the second one hits.
The second one does not hit the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one,
Yeah.
roll the damage for the first one.
That was a D10
Yep,
again?
D10
Or-
plus your modifier, which.
Oh!
Well, it is still 6 points of damage, so don't worry about it.
Damage is damage.
Damage is damage, and you can see that the dog is also having issues, like pulling itself back together.
I kicked the heck out of that dog.
You
really,
did, you
so-
did. So the dog is really not looking great in terms of regenerating.
Yeah, those
Kick
dogs'
that
days are
dog.
over.
Dog days?
Alrighty.
Dog
days are over.
Yes,
Your
sir.
mother and pastor, your father.
Good sound.
Yes, sir. Alright, it is the turn of this guy, and he's gotta do a DC 13 wisdom save, to which he fails. He does wee. It's 15 feet. Yeah. Well, I mean, so he can just like walk up again. But hey, you know what? You still push him, so it is something. And he's gonna try and attack one each, as he did before. Rexmoa. That is a 7 to hit. That definitely does not hit.
Not lucky enough. Sorry.
And Ambrose.
oh my god.
Hit me.
Ambrose, you almost got hit if you didn't have your shield. He rolled a 19.
Wow.
If you didn't
That
have
would've
your
impacted
yeah,
me.
if you didn't do anything. Okay. It is Jay's turn. Jay is going to see how the other infected are being like pushed away, so he can take the lead now. He's gonna do both strikes to the guy that is next to him, since he is seeing that he's having trouble regenerating. First one is a nat 20. I don't think he's gonna do the second one to the same guy, because this guy deals damage. And the damage is more than enough. You see Jay like grab his glaive, put it on the ground, like blade side up, and just like do a turn around while he races the glaive, cutting this guy completely in half. And then he looks at the dog and he's going to hit it again. That does hit. Ooh. Yeah, okay. And the dog is like, it's falling to bits and pieces. Whatever it has been cut is starting to like fall off the dog. And he is going to move. He's going to move over here just in case. And that is it for his turn. This guy starts his turn on the wind. He fails. Whee! And he's going to use his action to dash, I guess, because he cannot reach it. Yeah, he's gonna dash over here and do nothing after that.
Within J4 range. Perfect.
Ambrose, wisdom saving throw, please. You are in the wind.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's tough. He's tough.
You can
got
do it.
Oh my god.
Ambrose.
He plowed through the dog at least.
Yeah. I was about to say, Ambrose, you and the dog just go boom against this guy over here.
It's like a sliding block puzzle.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly.
that's
Ambrose,
fine.
your AC is out right
Yes,
now
my
at the
AC
start
goes
of your
down.
turn. Perfect. Okay. Go ahead. It is your turn.
Alrighty, I'm gonna try and kill the dog.
Go ahead. I'm pretty sure you're gonna kill
I
it with
will do-
whatever. If you hit, I don't think
I'm
you need to
gonna do a
roll.
regular attack.
That
Okay, well,
misses,
not if I roll that, though.
unfortunately.
I'll do it again.
That does hit.
24.
Don't roll for that, because that thing has like 3 HP, so like you're gonna kill it with whatever. So
Well-
you're just going to like squish it again into like a pile of goo and guts.
I'm kind of like tumbling over myself due to the wind, so I kind of like swing over the beast instead. And then as I kind of swing back around, I'll kind of swish the blade and just stab it directly into it from above.
Yeah,
Almost like a
exactly.
plunging attack. And then because I killed a creature on my turn, I get a bonus action attack.
Oh, you're
And-
right. Ooh.
And I am going to move myself here
Okay.
to give myself advantage, and I'm going to, with the
Ooh,
flanking, I'm going
nasty.
to attack the one that's now behind me.
All right, go ahead. Roll with advantage.
I'm gonna use GWM here.
Okay, that definitely hits. I would say if you roll more than a 10, well, no, you actually, I think you kill it. Because you will roll more than a 10. Jesus
Holy.
Christ. That is even more than
For the
enough.
rest of us.
Again, you just swing your sword and cut this thing straight in half.
Taurin's really missing out on the fun.
I'll just look up at the counselor and say,
Hmm.
we better not see ourselves as fugitives tomorrow. And then I'm going to turn around and action surge,
Oh, this man. Okay, all right, go ahead.
as I'm going to swing into the other one.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I will do I'll just do regular attacks.
All right. That
That's exactly what I'm gonna do,
unfortunately
regular
misses.
And 14. Jeez,
That also misses, unfortunately.
Dang it.
unfortunate.
Hey, that's fine. Hey, you
Where's
took
our
down
silvery
2 enemies.
barb? Where's our little fae? Where did
Where?
our fae go?
Oh my
Well,
god.
the fairy's gone, guys.
That will be my turn.
Hey.
I used up all my actions.
Alrighty.
Maybe we could get a gnome in like instead of a fairy in a jar, we get a gnome in like a vase. Their name is Key.
A gnome in a vase. That is a very fun concept. So it is the turn of the lady now. Kipper, you notice that as she is running back at you, she gets healed. Obviously, she is doing fine in terms of wounds, but you can see her slow down in her movements. And as she is stepping around this pile of dead goo, you can see like the goo sticks to her. And like starts moving with her, slowing her down. She is
Yeah.
going to move very slowly over here, but like this goop over here is now like trailing her and like sticking to her body, like kind of climbing on top of her.
Oh, look at that. I
The
can see
entire
something.
thing.
It's just a
That's
pile of
completely
goo.
normal.
Yeah, it's just a pile of goo, as they said. It's like one of those. Have you seen those fluids that if you like drop a little bit, like the whole thing just goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, but with the lady.
Oh goodness. Man.
Uh.
Yeah, no, it does feel like you want to kill this lady.
Can I see that? Down the hall? Come creeping up?
You are, if you are definitely looking in. You see the guys like run inside. You see everybody shooting. You hear the combat, and then you see this lady walking outside. Like, you can see like she's slow, like coughing, and like this big pile of goo is like trailing behind her.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind,
Yeah?
after seeing this and wondering what's taking everyone so long, I'd like to go down the hall again.
Of course. Let me get your token back in. Sorry. Can you drag your token back
'Cause,
in,
like,
actually? Just drag it around.
Everybody's taking. Oh, hang
Let's
on.
drag
a
it
second.
around over here.
It's taking them so darn long. I thought
Like,
we
what's
agreed
going on?
to leave those people to die.
Yes,
I
sir.
thought we were running away.
Exactly.
24 seconds.
Taking my cane, doing a little spin with it, going, "What the heck, man?"
Yeah, after you just got a phone call, you were talking all chill, and then everybody's like, what the hell is going on in there? Taurin, we'll roll me your initiative, please. We'll add you to the initiative counter.
All right.
All right, damn, that's some big initiative. Let's go. Okay.
Wow,
So you
I'm pretty
arrive
sure
at-
that like matches what you were before.
No, she was
Kinda.
less actually. But yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, you see this all unfold in like a matter of seconds. And Rexmoa, it is your turn.
Okay,
Marina.
so question.
Sorry.
Could I can make 2 attacks? Is that 2 actions, or
No,
if I spend my
you're-
action doing something else, I can't
Correct.
make another attack?
Well,
Okay.
so how the thing is worded, when you take the attack action, you can make the extra bonus action, like unarmed strike. And since you are a monk and you're past level 5, you can make 2 attacks as your action.
Okay.
So your action is divided into 2 attacks. But if you want to do something else, like for example, grapple or like push or something that is not something that's not considered an attack, that will be your whole action, and you cannot do your bonus action on arm strike because you are not taking the attack action.
Well, specifically shove and like shove itself and grappling someone is specifically considered a unique attack special.
Correct. Yeah, shoving and grappling are attacks. But like for example, some other things, like for example, using an item, or things like that.
Okay, so I cannot do my. Okay, so I cannot do my bonus on arm strike for free if I.
No,
Okay,
you
I
have to
understand.
pretty much
Yeah, you
attack
need to take
first.
the
Yeah.
attack.
All right. Okay, you know what? Okay. I'm gonna do it.
All right.
So I am going to spend my action. I'm doing gust of wind on this. For all intents and purposes, a zombie in front of me.
Okay.
And I look back. I witness this scene going on with the lady, the goonette.
Yes.
And Rexmoa was like, "We've worked so hard to save her." So I produce something from my bag. I yell out to Kipper. I throw it and I say light. And my ever-burning torch is now heading towards Kipper.
Oh boy. Okay, so you're just throwing the torch at Kipper?
Yeah, well, I guess I would say, Kipper, catch!
Right. But like, yeah, that's what I mean. You're just throwing the torch at
that's
Kipper.
my action is I'm
All
going
right.
to be throwing this lit
All right.
torch at Kipper. And
All
hoping
right.
something
Good
good
luck.
happens.
All right.
Very good.
We'll see what happens on Kipper's turn, but that is your action. You throw the torch at him.
Yeah,
Got
that's
it.
my action.
All
I
right.
accidentally swallowed the torch.
Anything bonus action, I will remind you, this is probably something you don't want to use because you do have a bite attack, but this is
Yeah, I
probably
was
something
like,
you don't want to use.
You
know
should
what,
totally bite him.
I
That's a
will
good
do.
idea.
I will burn my last key point, use Step of the Wind to take dodge as a bonus action.
All right, perfect.
Well, yeah, that's a good
fine.
idea.
That's a great idea. All right, perfect. That means that this guy will roll at disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
That is
All right,
correct.
perfect. It is the turn of this guy over here, who dodged both of your swings, Ambrose, and he's gonna try and hit you. One
get pushed
attack.
back?
What's up?
Does he
Oh
get
yeah,
pushed back?
win. Sorry, I forgot. Wisdom save. Whee!
Dude, this gust of wind has been doing the
It's
work.
so funny.
Dude, it's
has.
lucky because you have not had to keep you have your concentration with it.
Yeah,
And
and
then
I
he's
just
gonna-
have been lucky enough to not get hit.
Exactly. And he's gonna roll. First one is a 13. That does not hit, I'm assuming.
Miss.
Second one is a 12.
I miss.
So
Hey.
that does not. Dude, why am I rolling so
I
bad
won't
with
say
these
that.
guys? That is fine. Okay, whatever. Kipper, you are up. Kipper, I want you to give me a sleight of hand check to see if you catch this torch or not.
Will sleight of my hands.
Please.
Don't fall.
Oh god, this is the worst possible outcome.
Rexmoa.
Does it like bonk me in the head? Butt
Rexmoa,
ends?
I want you to roll me a 1d8, please.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
All right.
All right.
So Kipper, what happened is you turn to look at the lady and see how the goops are kind of like trailing her, and you turn back to see Rexmoa just toss the lit torch at you. The torch hits you in the forehead as you turn around to look at him. Like the fire part hits you in the forehead, and you take 2 points of fire damage.
That is not the worst outcome.
And the
will say
torch
That is
would
definitely not the worst.
the torch would fall down onto your feet now. You can grab it
Okay,
if
so
you want
I can-
to. It's not an action.
Okay.
You can grab it.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it and I'm
Okay.
gonna throw the torch on the blue,
All right.
the blue
Yep.
goo.
Easy. As you throw the torch, you can see like this thing is kind of like moving away from it, and like it's kind of leaving the leg of this lady, and she's like kind of like shaking it off, like, you know, kind of like trying to like push it away, and this thing just leaves. It by itself.
Okay, good.
By itself, as I said, the goo itself is just not moving, but when she touched it, she started like sticking to it, you know.
That's gross. No
All
one
right.
likes that.
And now
No one
your
likes
torch,
that.
Your torch would be let's look at, actually let's do a little draw of a torch. Your torch will be like right here. That's not a torch. Listen, excuse
a
my
butt.
drawing.
That's a heart.
There you go. That's
That's
a
a
torch. That's a
That's
torch.
a poop on a right
listen,
angle.
Listen, that's a torch, and you're gonna live with
That's
it.
a right angled poop.
Anything for your bonus action, Kipper? Because throw in is an action.
Whoever pooped that poop, they have diverticulitis. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I think I will kill something.
You have a bonus action though, not an action, because you're throwing the torch was an action.
I think I will do nothing.
All right, so that is it. This guy, we'll see if he gets pushed back. Whee! And then he just run back at you, Rexmoa. Like I said, these guys are relentless. Yeah, they are relentless. They are really not stopping. You can tell like by like how hard they're trying. They're very simple-minded. In the objective is to kill.
But it has disadvantage. So.
It does have disadvantage against you. So Rexmoa does that is a 4 with disadvantage. That does not hit you.
Absolutely not.
And a 10 with
The cycle
disadvantage.
begins anew.
It does not hit you. Damn, okay. So Jay is going to move in and try and finish this. Jay hitting with his glaive one time. Does hit. Second time. Also does hit. Damn, this man hitting everything. Okay. First time deals quite a bit of damage. Second time also deals quite a bit of damage. You can see this guy is also like falling to pieces now. There's not much left of this man with all the cuts that he's been receiving. Taurin, you see the lady just pushing off this goo, like kind of like, you know, getting her off her legs. And the torch falls into the goo and it just kind of spreads away. What are you doing?
Oh, so that's the lady that Kipper healed, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Good, because I was like seconds away of casting Ice Knife. So,
Damn.
I was ready to attack.
Someone catch her up. Someone catch her up.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna move first.
Okay.
And then let's see what's going on over here.
Are you no longer a bear?
No,
I'm
she
regular
switched
Taurin.
back.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cast Mage Hand as my bonus action.
Ooh, what are you going to do with the mage hand?
What are we doing with the torch?
The torch is there to like ward off the goop.
Oh, can the Mage Hand pick it up and just kind
Yeah.
of like?
100%.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So the mage hand will have it. We'll draw like a little hand. Can somebody draw a hand? I cannot draw with my mouse.
Oh no!
I will
yeah.
draw a hand.
You will
Go for it.
pick up the torch. The torch will remain lit up, by the way. Only Rexmoa is able to. That's a very
Perfect.
nice hand. Yeah, only Rexmoa is able to turn it off because he is.
I like to
at
think
two.
it would be paw shaped.
Very nice. Yeah, it's like a little paw.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the mage hand grabs the fire, and what is the mage hand doing? Or you? What are you doing? You can control the mage hand on your turn.
Right. I think we're trying to keep the blob away from everybody, as pretty much is what I'm understanding. Correct?
Well, this, like I said, the goo right there was kind of just like trailing the lady. Now with the fire, it's kind of just staying away. Like it's like staying immobile now on the ground.
I don't like fire, huh?
See
Alright.
not.
I want to do summon elemental, and I want to do the fire
Jeez,
elemental.
Okay. Damn. Okay, you're gonna drop a whole fire elemental. Where are you dropping this fire elemental?
I'm gonna drop him where the red blooples are at, right there. I don't
Okay.
know what that is.
Boom! A whole ass
that's a-
fire elemental.
Okay. Perfect.
You see, like, Taurin moving her hands and casting the spell, a small vortex of fire forms in the middle of this pile of goo, and then it turns into a shape, the shape of an elemental. As it comes to life, the goo is like kind of like trying to leave from all sides as the center of the goo is starting. You can see like the fluid itself is starting to like burn. As if it wasn't like a proper fluid, but a solid.
Oh. And I can control that little guy too, right?
Yeah, you can 100% do it. You should have the sheet of the elemental, maybe?
I do.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can control it on your turn. I'm pretty sure he goes after you.
Goes after me?
Yes.
Okay, so that I go do something. Okay.
Well, that would be...
So
well,
then-
actually, no, wait, hang on. You already used Mage Hand. Mage Hand is an action.
Yeah.
So
Oh, is
you-
it an action?
Yes.
Oh, I thought
Summoning
it was
the
a
Mage Hand-
passive. My bad.
No, summoning the Mage Hand is an action, so the
Oh.
elemental would not happen. Unfortunate.
And the next turn, maybe.
Yeah.
That was that. Okay, that's fine. Well, we know we have that guy, so we're
Yeah,
good.
you have it. You can move the Mage Hand. It also has pretty sure it has a movement. Let me link it in chat.
Right.
It also has its own movement and stuff. I cannot link it in chat for some reason. Hee hee ha ha.
That's okay. But yeah, I think the mage hand can stay where it's at.
Okay.
A little
Just
bit,
kind of
so that
like
way-
waving the torch at so the goo
Right.
doesn't get to her. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Perfect.
Exactly. We'll just keep it, at a good distance to try to keep it away. And then as for Taurin, I guess let's see here. Let's do. Cause that was an action one, so I'll do a non-action one.
Yep, you have to do a
Or
bonus
do
action.
I only? I don't think I have any bonus actions.
That's fine.
Never mind. Okay, that sucks.
All right, that is fine. Ambrose, it is all up to you. Again, you turn back as this thing is going to try and maul you, but he just cannot hit you.
I would rather not be hit, honestly.
Oh.
Alrighty, I am going to attack it with a regular sword swipe.
Go ahead.
Normal roll. That's a 12.
That
Okay,
unfortunately misses.
We're doing great here. I'll do it again.
That does
16.
it.
Okay. I am going to attempt to trip attack it, and also I'm going to Divine Smite.
Well, roll me the Divine Smite first with your damage to see if this thing survives, because I don't think
Okay.
you may need that trip attack, knowing how much damage you do.
Alrighty.
All right.
Yeah, that will be 24 damage.
24, nothing to re-roll, nothing?
Nope, I can't reroll anything because I can't reroll the Divine Smite.
Right,
but,
right.
And the dice roll on the
Right,
slashing
there, no,
was all
okay.
above 2.
All right, so yeah, you don't need that tripping attack. You swing your sword down with all the might of your paladin oath, and this thing completely dies.
Okay, that leaves me with my bonus action again that I can now use because I
Correct.
killed something. It goes to win when I step in it. It's only when I
Nothing.
start.
It's
my
only when you
turn,
start your
right?
turn there, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So you can
we'll
easily
go
move into it.
here, and I'm gonna go here.
Just watch everybody get
And-
pushed.
And I am going to do a big attack.
Okay.
So
That
22
on
to hit.
100% hits. You may also kill this one.
I'm gonna
'cause he
trip
was
attack.
Yeah, roll for your damage first, as they said. I don't know if you may need it, because they are all very low. Yeah, well,
I'm
you
gonna
definitely
roll
don't
one.
need. You
Get
definitely
Desire,
don't
get
need it.
Okay, it's 5 damage now.
Yeah, you definitely don't need it. This guy also dies.
I get the other one.
There is no other one. That would be the
Oh.
encounter.
Okay, I run over here.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys have killed everything. There's a bunch of pile of like guts and blood and gore and this blue goo all over the morgue. As well, you guys can breathe now a little bit peacefully, as you know, this encounter is done. Even Jay kind of like puts down the halberd on the ground, just kind of like, on a more like a resting kind of stance. Rexmoa, would you like to remove your win?
Yeah, I will stop concentrating on it. And,
Alrighty.
you know, Ambrose feels a gentle breeze on his face.
I get pushed back first.
You willingly save the you willingly fail the save. All right. So yeah, the encounter is off. Now the silence is setting in around the morgue. The lady that had the goop removed, she's kind of moves back and just kind of checks herself, like if she wasn't dragging any trails of goo. She sees that she is not trailing anything, and then she's just gonna like go against the wall and just kind of like sit down.
Mm.
Is everyone all right?
Yeah, Rexmoa will like pat himself down and just check for wounds, and he'll say, "No scratches here, luckily enough." And can I examine J4? How do they look?
What are you,
like
what are you
health-wise?
looking? Oh, health-wise?
Specifically, I'm trying to see if they look vulnerable or not. What are J4's pronouns?
That is a good question. A question that I have not thought about.
It's okay, you can think about it later.
Just call him Jay.
You might not need him depending on how it goes.
So, as I said before, Jay was looking... How can I explain this? His joints are not moving as smoothly as before, and a few bits here and there have tiny bits of sparks. But other than that, he seems very collected. And as he stands, like, you know, obviously emotionless because he is a machine, he would look at the mess around and then just kind of look at the group and start moving to the outside, kind of a little bit disregarding you, just kind of walking, just, you know, being kind of like
I would actually interrupt him.
Okay.
I would actually interrupt him when he walks past me. I would like hold my quarterstaff out, and I would say, "I believe my friend asked you a question," and I'll look towards Ambrose.
And Jay would turn his head only, like not his body, but only his head, just kind of to look at you. Obviously, you know that there are no eyes. It's just like a plate in front of the face. And he will go, "Perhaps some things can be overlooked."
And I'm waiting for Ambrose's response.
Okay. Overlooked just like the hangs, just like the experiments. Sounds great. Your justice is flawed.
Kipper hears these things being said, and Kipper goes over to Ambrose, just puts a hand on his shoulder, and is just like, "Ambrose, I know I'm not a fan of him either, but I don't think this is the time."
Ambrose, at your words, he turns his head slightly from Rexmoa towards the doorway, and he would just brush past your quarterstaff and start walking.
Or I guess he doesn't care.
I look towards Ambrose to see, you know, what he thinks about all this.
Looking at my expression, I'm looking at my sword momentarily, specifically the shard, before I begin to. I just kind of like hold it over my shoulder, and I will begin to walk forward, following behind the counselor. And as I kind of like get pretty close to Rexmoa, I have a very, very angry expression on my face. I don't look like I'm gonna do anything like attack the counselor or anything, because I'm holding my sword pretty like lax, but I am pretty deeply scowling. And I will essentially try to get like right next to the counselor, and I'll like move fast enough to do so.
You can see. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I would also trail behind him. Rexmoa is interested to see if they're gonna do anything to the old Gunette that we worked so hard to save.
Yeah, you can see that like he is just staring like straight now, just kind of walking. And as you trail him, he doesn't do anything, just, you know, walking.
If I could, Taurin would like to take out an empty vial from her pack, and she would like to try to like sneak some of that blue goop into the vial.
Okay,
It is from me.
that is true.
So
Alright,
I would
yeah.
like to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to roll me for anything. The goo is right there, so you can
Right.
just put it in
And
your
then-
vial.
If I could, after that, could I still cast that fire elemental and burn the rest of it?
I mean, if you want to.
Please.
I'm assuming there's nothing lootable in here. Wait, no. Let me loot. Let me roll.
Okay.
There's also a whole
first
other
of all,
section we haven't explored first.
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, I will say, Taurin, yeah, you can 100% cast the fire elemental, and you can just tell it to, go ham and start like burning the goo.
Burn the
Taurin,
goop. Yeah.
make sure to put in your bag the vial of goo.
The vial of goo. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
And
just update that.
Kipper, I will say, yes, you can 100% loot. But I
Not
will
the
say,
bodies, just the room.
what are you trying to look for in the room?
I don't know. I just, sometimes there can be a little chest, a little thing,
All
a
right.
little Bebo.
I would say give me an investigation check, and depending on the investigation check, I will tell you. I will say, Rexmoa, the rest of the place is pretty empty. You know this because the counselor already mentioned that they emptied out the place to take care of their, Kipper, with your investigation, I will say that you will find like records of, the deceased and stuff like that. Everything seems to be pretty normal. You, however, stumble upon a piece of copper. one copper piece for your troubles.
Wow!
Hey.
An avocado! Thanks!
Yes. And yeah, as you can see, like, you guys are trailing it. The elemental is burning the goo. The mage hand, Taurin, what is it gonna be doing?
Oh, I mean, we can return that torch back to
Okay.
Rexmoa.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what the mage hand can do. But here you go.
Yeah.
Thank
The
you.
mage hand would return the torch. I'm assuming, Rexmoa, you're gonna turn it off and then save it in your pack.
Yep. Yep.
Perfect. And yeah, I mean, as he said, the counselor is just continuing to walk. He's not really looking at anybody, just kind of focused on like looking forward. What are you guys, anything you want to say or something?
Yeah, I will continue, and I will say to the counselor, earlier you said that criminals must be brought to justice. Who are criminals in this circumstance? Who needs justice?
He stops for a moment again and turns his head over to you, Ambrose, and says, justice is a concept that has been blurred over time. Now, who is truly a criminal? Who is not?
Is that why this city lets children die, be kidnapped by hands? Why men and women have to be afraid of going out because of a plague that no one seems to know how to stop? Is that really justice? You say it's blurred, but it's pretty obvious to me. People are dying, and nothing is being done.
He turns his head again forward, again, not looking at anybody, and he says, the saints will have the answer.
Are you going to report all of this to them?
He goes, it's in my programming.
Everything?
He looks at you, Rexmoa, and he goes, as I mentioned before, some details can be eliminated.
Well, that would be much appreciated.
And I would like to make a request.
Okay, are you talking to him or to me, the DM?
J4.
Okay.
You said this person is a woman, right?
Yes.
I'm just trying to respect the pronouns. We would like to borrow her, and I point over at her, for research purposes. I'm sure that, given the fact that her coworker is also missing, you might say, I'm sure she could be missing for a while too.
Jay turns and looks at the lady who is like, just kind of done. He goes, it is more of a risk to carry an infected individual around.
I gesture towards the scene, and I gesture towards us, and I say, you might have observed, we can handle risks. Maybe a little better than you can.
And he goes over here to kind of like the back, he's just kind of pacing, and then giving you guys, like, he's turned back from you guys, and he goes, if that is what you wish, I will remain here and make sure this area is securely quarantined.
And Rexmoa will bow his head. I'm almost glad that they, didn't turn you into a pile of junk.
And you can see, like, he's like looking at a wall, kind of like not responding.
And I gesture that we should move out, and I'll probably like talk to this lady, but Rexmoa is still very wary of J4 over there.
Understood. Kipper was actually thinking about talking to the lady, like, immediately, maybe as we're walking out.
Yeah, go ahead. You can do that. Well, this whole thing was happening.
So, I know you're definitely worse for wear, but I promise you we're gonna get you the best of help possible. Could you tell me your name?
What does it matter? It's over for me already. Don't you get it? In a few hours, I'll end up like one of those things.
I don't think you understand how stubborn I am when it comes to medicine. And you are not our first case. There's potentially a cure. I don't want to give you hope, but at the same time, I don't want you to feel like today is your last day. I promise if it gets to the point where it's bad enough, we can take care of you in that sense, but if we happen to find the cure before the end of the day, just don't give up on yourself, okay?
There's actually a place you can come with us if you'd like. Because I did actually.
Maybe we should call in first. They did trust you with communicating.
Sorry, that was Kipper doing it in universe. I wasn't interrupting.
Well, I said place. You could come. If I could finish. It's all good. But go ahead.
No, I feel bad. Kipper was just gonna be like,
Dun, 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 dun.
could we have a quick word, Taurin? I'm assuming we like go a little bit off to the side.
Yeah, if you
Like,
guys want to like walk to the side a little bit to speak. By the way, in as Dishonor said, yes, she does in fact have the same tattoos that you've seen other shadow druids have.
Can I do some kind of like history check or insight check? Could I try to identify, I guess, like, do druids have a hierarchy? Like, is she like a, you know, we've
Give
been
me
calling her
a-
a goon.
Give me a history check, yes.
Lord help me.
Okay.
Goon.
Rexmoa, you know that druids have their own groves. While their hierarchy is very simple, they're just pretty much like apprentice druids to proper druids into the arch druid, which is the one that leads these groves. The shadow druids are a little bit different in this scenario. Their groves are non-existent per se. They are usually settled in places where they can do what they do best, which is, of course, the opposite to a normal druid.
Okay. Are Kipper and Taurin gonna have their conversation?
Yeah, Taurin has some mic issues.
Okay.
Yeah,
there
right
you
when I
go.
said that, I could.
Okay,
Literally,
okay,
my
good.
mic died. I was like, oh my god.
Okay.
Is
That is
quiet?
all good. I will say something that you guys would notice is that as Taurin says something about the plays and you, Kipper, mentioned about a cure, Jay's head just kind of turns slightly and then goes back looking to the wall. But yeah, now you
I
two
wish
are
I
like a
had-
little bit away.
I'm a little weary of how much Jay can hear. If you want to come near this bush over here.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just take Taurin.
Did you see me like Taurin? We still don't know where this person's allegiance lies. I mean, we do know where their allegiance lies, and even though they're on the brink of death, I don't know if they will be entirely ingratiated to us. They might be grateful, but it's like you're saved by a doctor at a hospital. You still go home to your father at the end of the day. It's, I'm thinking that maybe we should let, Borealis and everyone know first, and then we can figure out maybe a way to trade off medicine or...
Which is why I was trying to bring up the content to like bring them to the clinic maybe, and then talk to Borealis possibly. So yeah, that's. I get where you're coming from.
Sorry,
I just thought we were trying to save her, but
Yeah,
mean-
no, you're right. I shouldn't have interrupted you. I apologize. I mean, myself, I've been kind of like loose lips sometimes.
understood. No, you're
Elven
fine.
Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Elven Kingdom flashbacks. Yeah. But I'm happy we're on the same page. Do you want to maybe contact Borealis and we can...
I mean, sure, we can give her a contact here, see what she would like to do. If she wants to try some testing on a new subject, possible subject, she might like that.
I think I might enjoy the saving a person aspect as well, but I don't think the other one would enjoy who it is. And you saw the tattoos, right?
Yeah. We could get some answers out of her too.
Yeah. Are you
Which is why
feeling okay?
Hmm?
Are you, this is the closest that you've been to a Shadow Druid in a long time, so.
perfectly fine.
That laugh
But-
concerns me, but okay.
We can definitely use her to get answers, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
I will do whatever the party would like to do, of course. So first off, Borealis, give her a little jingle, see what she says.
Yeah.
If she wants to try some testing on a possible new subject, we can go that route.
Understood. Just, if any of this starts getting to you, you don't have to put up a brave face. I know you typically don't react as much to things, and I just don't want you bottling that up, okay?
You don't gotta worry about that. Everything will be fine. Like always.
See you doing it again.
Doing what? I think we'll be fine.
You,
We'll talk
you
to
know
Borealis.
what? Never mind.
So, as you guys are speaking over there in secrecy, Rexmoa and Ambrose, you would see that the lady just kind of like is sitting there, just kind of like, "It's whatever, you know? She knows, she's very aware of what is going on with her and what will happen to her. So she's given up at this point. Ambrose, the feeling of dread, the feeling of loneliness has completely vanished. And now you see that the stone has his normal, like, bright, the pommel of your blade, that is the stone of one of the titans. Yep, your oath has been kept.
Good. I'm going to kneel down next to the lady, and I'll say, I'm not sure what you expect, but even if you were to return with the counselor, I'm not sure you'll make it very far. Maybe with us we can do something. But I think at the end of the day, the choice is yours to make. What you do with your life.
She would look at you and say, "And what? You're expecting me to believe in a miracle that your cure is going to save me? Do you have any idea how this feels? I can feel this thing moving inside of my body. I can feel its influence growing, eating away at anything that makes me me. You're better off killing me now."
Rexmoa produces a knife owned by his late friend Boris
Oh boy.
and shows it to her.
Okay.
And then he says, "Yes, I know what this means. You see this knife? It was a knife of my late friend, Boris. And he also was afflicted, just like you. And within 24 hours, he turned into a hideous, contorted goop monster."
Why?
And that's the sentence.
Why?
That's so mean.
Why are you this way?
And- okay.
But I still think, even though that happened to my dear friend Boris, there's still hope for you. You know, that situation in there, not many people would walk out of that with all their limbs. I think, maybe, just maybe, the Titans might have a plan for you.
Someone's got a plan for her.
She spits on the ground. You see, it's a little bit of blood, not at you, but on the ground. And she goes, "I'm done for. You're either gonna kill me or let me do it myself."
Aww.
Can Kipper hear all of this?
I mean, you're further away.
not
You
being
guys decided to go further away.
I am pretty far
no.
away, but I do got them giant bunny ears.
Give me a perception check to see if you can catch a glimpse of the
A
conversation.
glimpse with my ears.
Yes.
Ear glimpse.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, then you can
I am a
definitely hear.
rabbit.
You can definitely hear.
I'm gonna run around the corner, just like move, just like Taurin, just like
Yeah, and
skidding.
Rexmoa would be saying to her, "Well, if you're gonna die or,
I was gonna
you know,
skip
take your own
along.
life, really, you may as well just go with us for a little bit, and then you can do the deed. You know, I don't see any harm in it. Really."
The
Are you trying to
amount of
persuade her?
mana.
Yeah, I think so. I think, in my own terrible way, yes, I am trying to persuade her.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
you might need to do the rebound. Kipper.
You should give me the one with the charisma.
Oh, yeah,
wait,
Okay,
he's not
okay,
bad.
Okay. Kipper, what were you gonna do before I do anything with Rexmoa?
Honestly, I think Kipper just heard someone that was like thinking of taking their life, and he was just zipping around the corner, being like, and then seeing Rexmoa's going into conversation. I think, like, Kipper will just get closer, but let what's playing out with Rexmoa happen.
Rexmoa, she looks at you for a moment, but her eyes go down again, and she goes, "You are very full of hope. That may be a big weakness."
Well, they say when your strengths tip out of balance, they can become weaknesses.
And I know even just a day isn't much, but a lot of people don't get a day. Very often when these things come, it's sudden, and it takes them at least. The worst case scenario, you have this time to, I don't know, get the last bit out of life. But at the same time, I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen. I'm sorry for what happened to your friend, but if you died here, what do you think that he would say? I think there's battles left for you.
She kind of chuckles at what you're saying, Kipper, and she goes, "Oh, if he was in your place, he would have sliced my throat, no doubt about it. And I would have done the same for him."
You two must have been very close.
And no medical understanding of medicine. Wow, that was two different sides.
And as you guys are speaking, you can see that Jay starts to walk over, just kind of passing you guys, kind of like disregarding all of you, just kind of going his own way. Going to the outside, and he would stop. Once he's a little bit outside, he will go, "The guards will be alerted soon. You better leave."
Can she walk on her own?
She definitely can. You saw her do it.
Okay, I was just wondering if she could keep up a regular pace. Yeah, let's get out of here.
And Kipper, as a last thing to make her come with us, I guess would just be okay, you want to get to the meat and the potatoes. Well, we do have potentially a cure. Our friend here, Taurin, is infected, but the infection has been growing slowly over the course of a week. In saving you, I feel as if potentially that would put you in debt to us, at least let us try to save you so that we can try to save Taurin. And then at the end of the day, if you die, you die. How about that?
You are really, really hopeful. You know what? All right. I want to see how this goes. But let me tell you, if I turn, I'm going for you first. And she would get up and start walking.
I will say this once. If you desire mercy, I will grant it for you. And if you decide to try and attack one of my friends, it won't be mercy you will receive. I will slice your head clean off your shoulders, should you threaten any of my friends again.
And to this, she opens her arms and bows and goes, "Be my guest."
Can I cast something?
Go ahead. What do you want to cast?
I'm gonna message you again.
Ooh, okay. Secret casting. Okay.
In the meanwhile, Taurin should contact Borealis, maybe. Unless she doesn't want to do it in front of J4 or the Shadow Druid.
I mean, J4 is walking over to the exit. He just kind of stops as to tell you, "Hey, you gotta leave." Okay, Kipper, yes, sir, you could definitely do that. Let me read that.
It only works on one creature.
Right. Okay. Easy enough. Let's see. Are you casting that right now?
Yeah. Just
Alright.
in terms of what she said.
Make sure to take
It's
down
gonna
the-
be a short flicker.
Well, let's see. Okay. We'll take
wait 1
it
second.
as we'll take it as a thing, because this is more of like a combat kind of deal, but because it is mechanically emotion altering, I will allow it to be like what you want to be, because I think I know what you want it to be.
I apologize.
Yeah. Let's see. What is your spell save DC?
Let's see. My spell save DC is it's 16.
All right. So she has to beat a 16. So Ambrose, Taurin, and Rexmoa, if you guys are watching Kipper, you can see that Kipper starts whispering the verbal components of a spell. However, this spell is kind of different. You guys have not heard this kind of whispering coming from Kipper, and because you've been already traveling a lot with him, but this one is slightly different. And she fails, Kipper. So what is it that you wanted to happen?
Kipper would just look her dead in the eyes. Just go. Oh. I don't think you could make that happen.
Kipper, as you look at her, she obviously feels the spell being directed at her. And she looks up at you and she just kind of flinches. Her eyes, the reflection of her eyes, show a distorted image of you, Kipper. To the point where she just kind of like takes a half step back and goes, "What are you?"
I don't know. I just got to town. I'm Kipper, though. I just start walking away. Just like la 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 la.
Okay.
Are we blowing this joint?
So yeah, what
Yeah,
are you
I
guys
mean-
doing?
Rexmoa's leaving.
Alright, so you're leaving. This lady is going to follow. He's, however, you know, you can tell that she is distressed by Kipper's, Kipper's actions. But to you, Ambrose, she's kind of like indifferent. And Taurin, are you doing anything?
I'll be heading out with everybody, and
Okay.
then yeah.
Alrighty, so you guys head out of the morgue. It is pretty late in the night. Where are you guys headed? J4 stays in the morgue, by the way.
The way I see it, if we're taking along our nameless new friend with us, we may as well head to the underground. It's as good a place as any to convene.
The underground? Are you saying that in character?
Yeah, I'm saying that. This is Rexmoa talking. Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure the underground or perhaps the clinic?
I look at Taurin. Any word?
Thorin looks up, looks around, looks at the Shadow Druid, back to the party. Let me do a quick call real quick.
Alright, so Taurin, you are calling, correct?
Right. A bit further away so the Shadow Druid can't,
Okay.
hear the conversation, basically.
You can move a little bit away from the group. Yeah, you touch your earring again. You feel the buzzing of magic as it starts to communicate with its other piece. And a few minutes later, you hear the voice of Borealis and goes, "Oh, hello, hi. Any good news? Any bad news? Please don't tell me there's no bad news."
Mostly no bad news. No one was injured. No bites and scratches, thankfully, from the encounter.
Oh, that's a relief. Oh, I am so glad to hear that.
But we do have a survivor who might prove beneficial in your testing if you want to try anything.
She has
to save
like
their life.
every single wound possible.
Oh, she goes, a survivor. Nice. Who is this person?
We don't know them.
Can Kipper talk to them? I thought this is like a psychic
No,
link.
it is a psychic link. It's
Dang
only
nabbit,
between
I
the people.
misconceptioned. Oh, I'm just talking to
I mean,
myself.
the last one, the stone, you could have talked into it, but yeah. This
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I don't know why I
their
thought this was
problem.
just a stone. It was just a smaller stone.
Because they hate us.
Mm.
So she says, well, you see, if they're infected, I cannot really bring them up to the upper city. I already took a huge risk with you. And don't get me wrong, all the samples that you gave me are super beneficial. We're this close.
How close is close?
And you can hear her say, Percy, what is the ETA on the solution? And from like the back, you can hear the robotic voice of Percy, and he goes, "It won't be ready for at least a couple more days, my lady." And she goes, "Oh, did you hear that? He said a couple more days." Well, we're trying to work as fast as I can. We have a lot of coffee in here. I'm glad the robots don't drink coffee.
Right. Nothing you can do sooner, though, huh? This person's been they've been badly injured by the monsters that attacked us here today.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear. But as much as I would love to do that, I cannot. You understand that if anything were to happen in the upper city and this plague would be brought over here, well, what if it's just stops the production of whatever antidote we can have? It's more of a risk than anything else.
You're right. It is a little too risky, What to do?
Well, we can keep the hopes up that everybody infected in very soon will be able to be cured, hopefully. But if there's infected before this period, I don't think there's much we can do about them. I'm sorry.
Not a lot of hope, then. Do you think that those who are all the way transformed, do you think it would work on them? Do they still have a chance, you think?
Oh, no. How can I explain this? The host becomes the goo. And by killing the goo, the host also dies. That is, of course, if you pass to the point where you are already changed.
I see. I'll let them know then. Then we'll make a decision after that point.
Good. Yeah, don't be afraid to call. I think we're gonna be staying. We're gonna be doing an all-nighter here. Me and the helpers are working very hard in getting things done.
You're doing great work, Borealis. Thank you so much.
Oh no, thank you. And do take care.
You as well.
And the call just ends pretty much.
Torn will be a little conflicted at what to do at the moment. Not really sure how she would be able to relay that information to the others, with, of course, that individual being there as well. Maybe she could, like, motion over to somebody. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you went to motion, who would want to, approach Taurin?
I feel like Kipper's just already there.
Yeah, it might be honestly.
Okay, well, Kipper would be already there. So, Kipper, what are you...
Wait, where am I?
Next to Taurin.
Next to Taurin.
You're being nosy.
Yeah, you're being
I
nosy.
was being nosy. It's what I'm good at.
So you did
I
hear
keep
one side of
interrupting
the...
Taurin.
You heard one side of the conversation, and now you see that Taurin is looking distressed.
Is everything okay?
It's not good news, that's for sure.
They're not as far along as we had hoped, are they?
No, they have maybe a few days out for them to actually have a cure ready to be of use to anybody.
Do you have a few days out?
Who knows? Guess we'll have to find out when the time comes.
How do you sound so chipper? You say all of this so nonchalant and...
Well, everybody goes sometime. My time just might be shorter.
I don't want you talking like that, Taurin.
But it's truth. Truth hurts, but...
Everyone dies at some point. Water is wet. It's truth, and yet we don't have to hear it every moment.
Well, so far I've been feeling good. And as long as I feel like this currently, we'll be fine. If anything were to change and say like the next day or so, I'll let you all know.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
I'm
You're welcome.
sorry if I'm being difficult.
Don't stress it. You're trying your best. We all are.
So, do you two go back to the group to relay the news?
The grim news.
Well,
Correct.
mostly Taurin relays the news, I think.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you're both over there, so you would have, rejoined with the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Well, there's bad news and even more bad news. So, which would you like to hear first?
I look towards Gunette, and I relay the question. Which one would you like to hear first?
He just kind of shrugs, like, eh.
Give us the worst news.
The cure, at best, is maybe 2 to 3 days out.
You'll see, like, Kipper's hands are kind of balled up into fists already as Taurin's saying this.
I gauge her reaction.
Torn just kind of shrugs. So, there's that. And then she'll look at the Gunette. What would you like to do?
Well, isn't that obvious? She gets down to one knee and just lowers her body. Do it now. Save me the suffering.
One question, though. Maybe you'll have mercy. Do you know of anybody going up to the mountains and attacking a village up there? Anyone from your clan, possibly, or any other clan?
Oh, I remember that. Why?
Just curious. So, what happens? Why was everyone gone?
Well, we were asking for our usual. They decided not to give us the things, showed resistance. So we did the best thing that we could, and, well, took away their home. She would look at you, Taurin, with a grin as she says this.
Just like that, you took their home away, huh?
Not only their homes.
Oh,
We took a
Do
few
tell.
of them.
a few of them. Who'd you take?
Oh, if it only was that easy. I'm not gonna give you the information. I'm already done.
And what's the matter?
Uh,
You're gonna go anyways. Why keep secrets?
Exactly.
Go with a clean slate off your chest.
You don't understand, do you? You have no leverage. I'm going to die. And the secrets are going with me.
Taurin, tell her what it means to you.
That was my home. And my sister. She was missing. Just needed some clarification. Did you take her? One girl.
She laughs at that and goes, I think there's one that looks like you. Who knows where she is now?
Taurin's left eye would kind of flicker a little bit of a twitch. A little bit of anger kind of starting to surface there.
She notices and she stands up again, goes over, walks up to your face and go, what are you going to do? Kill me? Oh no. I'm already dead. You have nothing you can give me. I win.
I thought I told you not to threaten anyone.
And she turns over to Ambrose and goes, then do it! What are you waiting for? Come on!
Taurin might act out here, actually, guys. Just saying.
Rexmoa
kinda-
will hold his fist up and look towards everyone. Allow me. And then, I'll just like stand between her and the rest of the party for a quick moment. Well, and okay, so I would like to do like a little sleight of hand action.
Okay.
And just to spoil the surprise, I am going to try to like tie her hands together, essentially.
Okay, so yeah, how are you like doing this? How do you envision this happening? Like, are you just going up to her and just kind of like jujitsu, kind of like, you know, grab her and like spin her around and try and tie her hands?
Maybe I would like walk. Yeah, I would stand between her and the party, and then maybe I would like put my hand on her shoulder and like try to like guide her away to make it seem like I just want to talk to her.
Okay.
And then, yeah, maybe then I would like, yeah, transfer it into like an arm bar or something and like tie her hands behind her back.
All right, give me a sleight of hand check.
Ah, damn it.
Ooh,
All right,
okay.
I am going to use my inspiration for this.
All
'cause I think it's
right.
worth it.
Go ahead and roll again then.
I'm feeling inspired.
You are feeling
I can't
inspired. All right.
Better.
So Rexmoa, you can see like as you go over, just touch her shoulder, she just kind of brushes off, but as she moves her arm, you grab hers and like turn her around and like tie her hands. You can tell that she's not putting any resistance whatsoever. Like she just allows herself to be tied up. And as you do this, she laughs. I don't understand. You will get nothing. I will die no matter what you do.
And then I'm going to present my argument, which is
okay.
we do actually have one thing. My friend Boris. Do you remember my story about him?
How could I forget?
He's actually not dead. He's wandering around in the Grey District. A mindless, little malformed blob. And, well, the way I see it, that could easily end up being you as well. You said you feel it, right? Inside of you. And, well, I'll say firsthand, it was not a pretty experience for poor Boris. I mean, who knows? We left him at a clinic for about a day or so, and he probably felt the same thing you're feeling right now. Something irregular, something inside of him, changing him. So, let me ask you, how valuable is a merciful death to you?
Whether you give me a merciful death or not, the cure's not gonna happen. I'm dead anyways. If you delay it, then you said it yourself. I'll become a mindless corpse wandering around. Or who knows, maybe I'll attack somebody and this whole thing can blow out of proportion to the point where, I don't know, your little cure is not going to be sufficient. So think about it this way. Killing me, you're stopping that from happening. She turns her head over to you, Rexmoa, and she goes, it's a win-win.
I think Taurin's gonna be in the background trying to, like, you know, ball up a little, like, some cloth and stuff like that, so she make a little gag just to shove it in her mouth to tell her to shut up, basically, in her own way.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she's gonna try and avoid it at first, but she's tied up, so, like, you can, like, gag
A little
her.
aggressive.
Yeah. No, hey, that's fine, that's fine.
There you go.
So now
Made
she's
her
gagged.
decision, and now we must make ours.
At least we
Can I-
know she's at peace with what she wants to do.
Can I ask you a question, ZJ?
Correct, yes, you can.
I really only did like a biopsy and like just an investigation check with Boris.
Mm-hmm.
Can I potentially practice medicine on this lady?
What are you trying to look for specifically?
Not look, but attempt to treat. Like, at least giving me a day with a person, it would be interesting to see if Kipper could come up with at least a remedy to make it slower.
From what you've already experienced with Boris, no conventional healing treatment would do that, Kipper.
Yeah.
And
I was just wondering if I could figure out the unconventional.
let's see. Because this is, as I said, it is a non-conventional disease. This is not something that can be cured by healing magic or, normal remedies from a healer themselves. This is something else. You've already been briefed by Borealis the kind of thing this is and how the only way to really deal with it is to either destroy the host or wait for the cure.
I just hate that. Yeah, I think Kipper hates that he can't figure out the cure himself. And at this point, it's not because of this lady. It's because of the fact that Taurin's infected.
I made my promise. And I will move towards the Shadow Druid, kind of glancing back at Taurin, and I will kind of move slightly to the side of her, and assuming no one attempts to stop me, I am going to sweep her leg out from under her, and then immediately swing with full force the great sword down her neck.
Oh,
If someone tries to stop me, feel free.
can I try and stop you?
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, my caveat is I don't think Rexmoa would try to stop you, but he would want her to die in a slightly more dignified way than that.
Yeah. So Kipper, seeing Ambrose brandishing the sword, would put his hand on his shoulder and be
You
like,
have one attempt to convince me to not do what she would do to you.
I'm not trying to convince you. I just need to see one more thing, if that's okay.
Besides Ambrose, I think this one belongs to me.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
But we'll see. Maybe there is a cure. Maybe
Okay.
you'll get healed. And then maybe we can make you talk then.
You can see, Taurin, that she scoffs, even will gag, and just kind of leans her head down.
I hope there is a cure for you. Little menacingly. Then she'll kind of step away.
Kipper walks up to her. And is she on her knees right now, or is she standing?
Rexmoa would position her kneeling, and now, like I said, she's with her head down.
Kipper would kneel beside her, and then just put his hand under her chin and just kind of inspect, and just be like, just think back to when you were last happiest, okay?
She would.
The fields of your youth. Something that makes you happy.
She would like growl and like kind of like move her head away so you're not touching her.
I cast Guiding Bolt.
Are you casting Guiding
I'm not
Bolt?
giving anyone time.
Okay. If you want to cast Guiding Bolt, sure.
Damn, everyone's fighting over who gets to kill this lady.
Go ahead and roll for your attack, Kipper. Actually, no, you know what? I would... she's not moving and she's gagged and bound. She's not going to really dodge anything. So your rolls will just say that they hit. How do you do this, Kipper?
I guess I'm just gonna put my hand on her forehead and just be like, I didn't mean to scare you back there. I'm new to all this. I found I'm not really much of a doctor, but at least I'll be there to see you off.
Okay.
Have a nice flight. And with that,
As you
I
say
cast
this,
Guiding Bolt through her head.
yeah, the spheres would manifest in your hand as everybody's just thinking that Kipper is just trying to give her some last rites. You see the golden aura on your hand as the two beams just pierce right through. And the lady falls down limp.
And Kipper's just gonna stand there.
Kipper, as you are standing there, your chest feels like it hurts. Not like sadness or like, you know, some sort of like feeling, but it actually hurts. Like aching.
Yeah. Kipper's gonna just ignore it. Because the pain isn't worse than what he just did.
Yeah, and you see, like, out of nowhere, just hear the sound of the spell going through and the body of the lady just falling down onto the ground, dead.
I think Taurin would kind of actually shout out at that moment
What would she say?
in frustration. Just a like just a ah! Ah! Like in frustration like that, you know?
Okay.
Maybe just like look at the burnt corpse now and just like kick the boot.
Oh my gosh.
Death is too sweet for that one. And she'll walk away.
Kipper would turn around. You can see, like, he's kind of like doing a forced smile with a tear going down his face. He's like, I couldn't let any of you do that.
Is there anything nearby? And also, like, are we on like cobblestone right now?
You guys would be outside of the morgue. At the point in time, it's like empty because obviously there's like the curfew and everybody's out. But yeah, this would be like kind of messy dirt slash... No, well, this is the main district. This would be cobblestone streets, yeah.
Okay. Would there be anything to just like cover the body with? I think Rexmoa would at least position her in like the classical like funeral, I guess, like laying down, probably hands, one over the other on her stomach. Just try to give her some, I guess, like dignity in death, even if she wasn't the most pleasant person to be around.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like coverage, you probably won't find like anything to cover her, but yeah, you can position her however you like.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to check my inventory if I have anything. I guess not. Well, we should go. The authorities will take care of her.
And so,
Or just kind of like. Go ahead.
oh no, that's fine. Hey, I mean, as I said, Taurin, you got stolen your opportunity got pretty much stolen by Kipper because he didn't want you to feel this way. So it is only natural for you to be angry. After all, this is potentially one of the people who did what they did to your family. And this, you said it yourself, that was gonna be your price, your kill, but it got taken.
Swiftly.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Taurin.
So now you guys are standing in the main district. As Rexmoa said, the authorities will be there. Jay is, again, stayed at the morgue. At this point, you do not hear from him at all. And what are you guys doing?
So Kipper hasn't moved. So, it's pretty much just standing there.
Well, I think Rexmoa would put a hand on his shoulder and try to get him to move with him, like walking side by side, if possible. And if not, well, we can take it from there.
Kipper, are you moving with them?
I guess if, like, after feeling the hand of Rexmoa.
Ambrose, what are you doing?
I have a pretty sour expression on my face, but I will glance at Kipper, seeing that Rexmoa has it handled, and then I'll walk over to Taurin. I won't say anything, but I will stand beside her and walk with her.
All right. I am assuming that you guys are returning to the plane.
I was
dagger.
gonna say something to
okay.
Rexmoa.
Go for it.
Well, feeling the hand on his shoulder. Dang nabbit, my brain fell out of my butthole.
What?
You know, that doesn't happen to you.
No.
Kipper would just look up at Rexmoa, just be like, I'm not like you think I am, Rexmoa.
What would that be, lad?
I couldn't let Taurin take someone, not in battle at least. It's understandable, but hands tied. I'm a practitioner. I've seen death. And I know what it feels like to lose a patient and have to put someone down. I know
Rexmoa is
that.
nodding while you're saying this.
I know revenge wears off, and then you're left with a hole. I think Taurin has enough holes. So I thought I'd take this one.
I think Rexmoa doesn't respond, but just nods in like affirmation that he's listening to what Kipper's saying.
Why can't I save anyone, Rexmoa? I think I'm growing tired of this.
We can only try our best, lad. That woman, she might no longer be alive, but maybe you did save her. And Taurin as well.
Yeah. I just hope she doesn't hate me now.
I don't think that's the case, lad. I think maybe we just need a good night's rest to reflect upon all these, well, events that have transpired tonight.
And, I have a little bit more to tell you, maybe later. But we should go now. Thank you for being there for me. I'm getting... I don't know. Let's just go.
Yeah. Let's just concentrate on the walk and take in the night air.
So you guys would slowly make your way back to the Plain Dagger, looking very bad. Not just in terms of... Well, you haven't been injured a lot, but...
We're probably covered in like all kinds of things.
Yeah,
though, to
exactly,
be fair.
exactly. But your spirits have been pretty crushed. And you go, obviously, to the innkeeper, request your rooms. You get a room each, as the Plain Dagger usually was. And you guys are going to sleep. So, once you guys sleep, take the benefits of a long rest, please.
Things back up.
Sir, yes, sir.
Greenword said, "Oh, one thing.
Oh, one thing. What's up? What's up? Greener.
One more thing.
The green.
Before you go,
The green.
I shall reveal to you the ancient truths of the world.
Oh no.
Egg is oval."
Oh, Ambrose's sword would lose the flowers at night, but in the morning, new ones would bloom. So, as nighttime is upon you guys, Taurin, how do you feel?
Like I was hit with a brick.
Mm-hmm. What are the thoughts running through your mind? at this point?
After meeting that character, that
Mhm.
NPC, of all NPCs to meet, Taurin would be just scrambled in her thoughts what she's going to do next, you know? Very angry, very full of revenge. Not sure if she'll be as sweet to the next one or forgiving.
Vengeance Taurin. Dark Taurin.
The darkness flows.
You go, okay. That is
Mhm.
very interesting. I'm assuming
Batman.
the whole idea of this just makes you angry and sad because now you've heard the fact that, I mean, they did take your sister and that she might be somewhere around here. You just don't know where. She didn't say. The whole thing fills you with anger and stress, grief. You are sitting on your bed crying, but
Hugging my pillow.
yeah,
Wishing it was Galarian.
Oh my god.
hugging your pillow, wishing it was your elf guy,
Such situationship.
your elf situationship, yes. And the tears are flowing. Something inside of you wants to give up. You feel like you've had enough. Like this was probably a mistake. This is just too much for you to handle. But deep within you, there's a feeling of what would be what is the correct word? You feel relentless. You feel like you can endure. It's a feeling that slowly takes over you. The rage, the anger is still pretty much there. But now you feel determined to see this through.
Get some answers.
You need answers, and you are not going to stop until you get answers. You feel suddenly this thought, the thoughts that are running through your mind, the feelings that are conflicting inside of you, suddenly make you feel better. You feel good. Of course, you are still angry, but you're using this to give you strength. And after calming yourself down, you can have a good night's rest.
Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
Kipper, how are you feeling?
I'm just standing in front of the bed, looking down at it, afraid to go to sleep.
Like standing?
But I think at some point Kipper eventually succumbs to sleep, but for a while, he's just standing there, afraid of what he might see.
Kipper, as you are debating whether to sleep or not because of what just happened, you start getting tired. Obviously, you are standing up. Your eyes are slowly closing. And you're kind of falling asleep, standing up almost. You know, kind of like almost like falling off because like you cannot hold it. Your body is just too tired. And your mind is also very tired. Eventually, you kind of doze off. Close your eyes for a moment. And Kipper, once you open them, you find yourself back at Mistville. You open them, you see the familiar floating platforms in the ground, the wooden buildings that are floating in this town. For a second, it all feels almost normal. But you are aware this is far from normal. As you take a glance around, the people all around you, it's like a normal day in your birth town. However, as you try and look at the people, their faces are completely blurred. You cannot make the face of anyone around you. They're all walking, doing their thing, living their lives. However, you do not recognize any of them.
I think Kipper would try and reach out to one or two of them, realizing something is wrong.
As you move closer to try and reach out to somebody, you call over. No one really pays attention to you. They're all kind of like going their thing. You go as far as to like kind of like grab somebody, but as you try and grab them, they become smoke within your fingers. And like they continue doing their own. You cannot touch them. It's as if you just went through like a little bit of smoke.
I guess I would just turn and continue and see what I find.
You walk around the city for a moment. Everything feels normal, but in the worst, eerie way. Eventually, you end up in one of the edges of town. You're really kind of lost at this point. The town that you've known for so long, that you were really used to, it starts to feel like a labyrinth, as, you know, you feel a little bit short of breath, a little bit claustrophobic, running around the same streets that you did most of your life.
Kipper's just going to look into the darkest shadows at this moment and just be like, I'm not in the right sorts to play your games. Just reveal your intentions at this point.
Kipper, as you look into a shadowy corner where you can swear there is something lurking there. You speak to it, and the shadows slowly start creeping in, getting closer to you until they envelop the area around you. And everything is dark for a moment. But once the shadows pull back, it's kind of like, you know how when the sun moves, the shadow just kind of stretches? The shadows pull back in the same way. But this time, the town of Mistbell is completely silent. You look around and the normal glow of the evening sun in Mistbell has been replaced by a dark red sky. The light making everything have this red hue as you look around. You try to figure out what's happening. It's really annoying. You feel annoyed by all of this. You kind of try to give up and just, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and you look up almost instinctively, as if trying to forget about everything that's happening. And you open your eyes and see the 4 spheres staring down at you from the sky. 4 pitch black spheres that have always been there.
So, are you just gonna show me around my own town every time? We spoke once. I know you have it in you.
Suddenly, Kipper, as you say this, you hear a laugh coming from one of the alleys to one of the sides. The laugh of children.
Kipper would turn his head. And I'm assuming I would recognize the voices.
Yes, these are your friends. You are very aware of what they sound like.
I'm done with these emotional charades. I don't know what you get out of this. I know what I don't get out of this. You've been coming up really short on our side of the bargain. I can count more people dead than people saved at this point. I'm growing tired of this. And I don't know if I can face them right now.
So, Kipper, as you hear the laughing coming from multiple ways now. To your left, to your right, behind you, some even in front of you in the alleyways. You kind of shake off the feeling. You don't really like this emotional manipulation. And once you open your eyes again, you notice in the water the image of your found brother, Fisher, walking through the city, looking up at the reflection of these 4 circles, getting to the edge of town where the water expands in the Great Lake, and moving away from you at that. You see him like looking up and then just walking. You don't see him
And
in
is
the
this
surface.
his reflection?
Exactly. This is his reflection. You don't see him in the surface, but you do see the reflection moving. Going over to where the water spans a lot more.
I guess I would walk in the direction that he was walking in.
Okay. You follow slowly, looking down at the image of pretty much your brother. One of the people that has been there since the start. Until eventually you manage to reach the edge. A platform with a railing, so people would not fall off into the water. Where you can see in the water below, which, by the way, normally the water looks pretty nice, but now it has a darker tone. Like, you couldn't see the bottom even if you tried, and it's not transparent either. You look down at the image of Fisher, and he looks up at the stones, and with a muffled voice, you hear, "Why? Why are you giving me all of this? This is a lot. I don't know if I can take this." And the water starts to ripple as if something was vibrating the whole lake, making the image of Fisher distorted. However, looking at the reflections, Kipper, you can see it comes from the 4 spheres.
Kipper stands back a little bit and then looks up to the spheres.
The spheres up in the sky are not looking at you, Kipper. They are, in fact, gone as well. But you can see the reflection in the water, making the water vibrate, as I said, until your head starts to hurt a little. And you hear the otherworldly voice that the voice itself kind of pierces through your head. Your ears are ringing, but you cannot escape the voice. And the voice speaks, looking at Fisher's reflection. It says, "Oh, my child. My poor, poor child. You were never meant to be happy. You were meant to destroy and burn everything you love."
Leave him alone.
At your voice, at your words, Kipper, the vibration on the water stops. The water is completely still once again. You kind of sigh, a little bit relieved, because the feeling in your brain is gone. And you hear it again. You are meant to destroy and burn everything you love. Kipper, the voice again makes your head... It's a very, very bad migraine as you hear this voice. You close your eyes, kind of turning your head and wincing in pain. And it stops again. Silence. You open your eyes, only to look down at the water and see that the reflection of Fisher is gone. You see that, in fact, he leaves at the moment you speak, looking oddly happy and satisfied. You question why this is. This is not normal for your brother. And then you look forward, seeing the reflection of the spheres. The reflection of the spheres is gone. And you lift up your eyes to see the spheres in front of you. And the headache begins again. My poor, poor child.
Why? Why would you give him... Why would you take him like that? Make him destroy and make me heal? I don't even think that you truly gave me the power to heal, did you? I was too late for Lariape. If it hadn't been for this new band of members, you know what I would have done.
Kipper, in your mind, you hear whispers as you start hearing the voice once again. and the same message repeats again. The one about destroying and burning things. However, there is a faint whisper that is slowly growing as the message is repeating into your head, where the same voice says different words. The voice mentions saving and bringing people back together, and how he will give them enough power to do so. That is when you realize, Kipper, the original message of destruction was meant for you. Your head spins as you feel dizzy. You drop to your knees and everything goes dark. As you wake up the next day in a cold sweat. In half on the bed of the plain dagger and half on the ground. You probably fell tired.
Is it morning time?
Correct. You wake up in a cold sweat.
Kipper just waking up to this. He's just gonna curl up tightly into a ball and wrap the blankets over him and just pretend that he's not existing right now.
And with that, we're going to end the session right there, because that's all the time we have right now. Oh boy.
So much sadness in one episode. How does he do it?
That was so much.
Drama.
Never save people.
Especially that one.
No.
That was
Alrighty.
That one was crazy because like that was all of the emotions and stuff during that first half was not scripted stuff. That was just like she wasn't meant to be saved, was she?
We saved your life and you were rude to us.
That was a trigger point there for Taurin. I see what you did there. Yeah.
I expected Taurin to bite her head off. Maybe she would have.
She was
Oh,
going
yeah.
to. But...
Well, we're going to continue this in a moment as we say goodbye to the people watching the VODs on the YouTube channel.
Oh, yes.
Goodbye.
Bye, VOD Squad.
See ya.
Bye, Bot Squad.